I know
Good
y'all
morning,
enjoyed.
Good morning.
I know y'all enjoyed the music. I saw y'all comments, but now it's time to get down and get funky with it. Okay. Oh, did y'all hear that section? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. It's time for the introduction of our people.
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all saw their faces. I know y'all can see them, but what we gonna do? Who gonna do it?
I know y'all can see all. Y'all can see all the glory in this building, but you don't know the story.
Come on now. So Brother Carter, I need you to do a quick introduction of them so we can give the people what they waiting on.
Oh, all right. I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna start with what's nearest to me. I'm gonna say Stephanie Burrel.
Mm-hmm. That's nearest and dearest to you, huh?
No, I'm just gonna say Stephanie Burrel.
Oh God, we're gonna get through this.
Y'all want to show favoritism when we got guests?
No.
Okay. Well, I know. So I'm the nearest and dearest.
Yeah. Stephanie Burrel. You are what?
A licensed mental health therapist, the owner of Arabella Counseling, 2-time faith-based author, and friend of this show. I'm a Carter crew.
All right.
I'm a part of the Carter crew.
Good morning, and welcome to the show. Yes, ma'am.
All right then.
We have next to her Coach Bria. Coach Bree.
Okay. I got an extra.
Bree. All right. Coach, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
All right. Why they call you Coach?
Well, I'm a mindset coach, a certified mindset coach. So, and I also coach about boundaries. I call myself a boundaries boss.
Okay.
But I'm also an Army veteran. I wear many hats. I'm a mom, a wife.
Wow.
I'm all of those great things.
You look like you're barely 15, girl.
She did. Thank you.
Yes.
But I wear many hats, but I love renewing the mind, healing the mind, anything related to mindset.
Wow.
That's my passion.
All right. God bless you and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
welcome.
Ma'am.
You know, she is always on the show, but she's in the house.
Yes.
You
always see the caption up there on the TV. There. Coach Bree.
She gets us together.
Twitter finger.
Sorry. Oh, that's okay, baby. All righty.
All right. And last but not least, Sia.
Tell the people.
Good morning, Sia. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing great.
You doing great?
Yeah.
Now you just got back from Ohio, huh?
I did.
Yes. So tell the people, who are you? What do you do?
Who am I? I'm a woman of God.
Okay. All right. Let's start there.
That is the founder of Instrument God LLC, where I empower and equip people to heal from traumatic experiences.
All right.
I'm passionate all about healing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe my people deserve to be whole and healed and live lives that are thriving.
All right.
So
welcome to the show and good morning once again. Y'all know we're talking about being accountable today, huh? And I think we have some people on the panel today that's full aware
of being accountable and holding others accountable.
What it takes to be accountable.
There you go. Yes, I love that, Brother Carter. You did an excellent job. And we're going to have Abigail read through this real quick because we cheating the people with a little time because they need to get this power.
The fullness of it.
So make it quick so we can get into this conversation.
Yes, we're going to start with our acronym. And this is just to kind of set the tone of the conversation, give us something to go off of. So today's conversation is Candid Connection, being accountable. And the word of the day is honest. H is for humble, not arrogant or overconfident. O is for onerous. Onerous. Sure. Involving a great amount of effort that can feel oppressively burdensome.
Sound like one of my words, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know the definition. I don't know how to say it. That's okay.
That's all right, baby.
N is for noble, having or showing high moral qualities or ideals. E is for exhausting, very tiring or worrisome. S is for steadfast, unwavering in position or support. And then T is for timely, occurring at an opportune time at just the right time.
Oh, so with that being said,
let's look at that word O again.
Okay, go back to O.
You say onerous.
Stephanie, you got us?
I think it's onerous.
Onerous?
Yeah.
Okay. Onerous.
That mean that
involving a great amount of effort.
Owning your shit.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's what happened.
Sorry, y'all. Today we coming straight at y'all.
Oh my God.
That was for Sister Burrel.
We gotta own your stuff. Okay. With that being said, we're getting ready to jump into this candid conversation. I'm gonna throw it right at them.
Let's do it. What we talking about today? Being accountable, huh?
Being accountable. I'm ready to be accountable. But what about y'all?
That's
Y'all ready to help somebody be accountable and help yourself while you're helping somebody else? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, why do you think people struggle with self-reflection?
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection. Because see, you cannot start to be accountable until you take a
introspection.
So people are afraid to look in the mirror.
Well, they don't want to, because there's sometimes you understand things have happened in their lives that what they see, what you see is not what they see when they look in the mirror. But you can't even start to get to where you need to go until you can see.
Yeah. So we
back at you.
So if I look at you, I see just the surface of your being, the outer beauty and all of this. But when you look at yourself,
you don't see
you know the internal stuff that's taking place, that took place, and the traumas that took place in your life.
Yes.
So that what makes it difficult.
So my question
to reflect on yourself.
Okay, Brother Carter.
That's what you asked. Huh?
I did ask that.
All right. So I'm let y'all talk now.
You broke that down.
Oh my God.
And then brought it back. It brought it back. I love it. Okay. Who wants some of that? Tell me, why do you think people struggle with self-reflection?
I think Coach Bree said something around limiting beliefs. When we've experienced trauma, those traumatic experiences give us messages that we turn into beliefs that become truths, right? And so depending on what that truth is that you're telling yourself is why you may not be accountable, right? Because a lot of times we have messages that help us cope and thrive through what we've experienced. So I think that can be an issue. The lack of, we weren't taught how. Maybe our parents weren't people that were accountable, right? So it's a lot of different factors to that, but I'll let them speak.
I'll jump in. I think with self-reflection is hard.
Y'all taking notes out there?
Because we got to think of self-reflection like layers of an onion, right? Like there's layers that you peel back as you're reflecting. And as you get to that layer, you can't bypass the layer. You have to actually address the layer. And if it's really ugly and it's hard to go through, you kind of sit there for a minute. And if you really don't want to face it, you're going to try to go past it, but it's going to come back. A lot of the time we attack things at the branches and not the root. Like getting to the root of, why am I like this? The trauma that I experienced, like all of those things play into, well, maybe I just don't want to reflect right now. I'll do it later, but it's going to come back.
It's coming back.
Especially if God has to deal with you in that area. It's going to nag at you, kind of like the tag on the back of your shirt. It's going to keep coming back
until you deal with
it. And if you're in relationships, it's going to carry over and over. So you have to look inward, but you have to be open to unpacking the bag.
But that part right there is sometimes scary, because I remember when I had to look inward. When I looked inward and I saw all of the stuff, I was afraid to even, I wanted to close it back up. I'm like, I can't deal with this and put this back on the shelf. But it kept coming back. So I'm going to turn over here to Miss Stephanie.
No, I like what you're saying. I think about my own journey of befriending accountability. And man, do you feel super vulnerable and naked. And it takes a lot of courage to be introspective, and not to your detriment, but to be introspective and looking and say, okay, well, maybe this is an area that I haven't surrendered to God.
Oh my God.
And I noticed that this is an area that keeps coming up because there's a pattern, right? You know, different person, same issue. But it takes a lot of courage to befriend accountability.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did y'all just hear what she just said?
Yeah.
Can you repeat
She
that?
said it take a lot of courage.
I want to
be friends.
I need to, because see, here's what I'm going to do, because y'all know next week it's going to be a tagline of that right there. Because when you're scared of really when you look in the mirror and you think about yourself and all that stuff, you see beauty. You want to be beautiful. You want to be strong for all the people that see the outside thing. But when you look in the mirror, what you see.
Yeah.
And then you really.
That's why you see so many, I don't mean to cut you off, so many beautiful women don't even realize, beautiful people don't even realize how beautiful they be like shocked that you said that they're beautiful.
Exactly.
You know?
Because they can find every flaw, but they know every flaw and they bought into those flaws because they're not really flaws, they're beauty marks.
No, I think it's a combination of things like y'all was saying. I think moreover, you become a product of things that you heard over.
Exactly.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
The one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did I say some shit? I almost cussed right
Oh, yeah, honorary.
That's an honorary doctor right here in the house.
Honorary doctorate.
No, that's true. And then from that, we give our inner critic a megaphone.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Elaborate on that.
So like the inner critic, the part of you that, has had all the accumulated words from other people that have been harmful and these injuries that you sustain, like you're wounded because of other people's words and their behaviors and their actions. And then the inner critic, the person inside of you that a lot of times is your saboteur, the one who is sabotaging a lot of things in your life. He has a megaphone and they're saying that stuff like, you're not good enough.
Right.
You remember when they told you that you weren't
right. Those things study popping up. Wow.
That's the negativity bias. Like your mind.
Wait. See, no, y'all not gonna throw words from the Carter crew and think y'all want to bypass it. Please repeat that again and then go with your comment.
It's the negativity bias where your mind, you can do 100 things right in the day, but that one thing that you do wrong, that's where your mind is gonna go. Dang it, I should have said something different, or if you finish a conversation, I should have said something else, or I should have did this instead. Like our minds are built to protect us, and too often it amplifies those negative parts of us. And to the point, to Steph's point about the inner critic, that's that negative commentary that's like, you're not good enough, you're not going to make it. We have to challenge that though, like immediately challenge it. It has to be immediate. Like, no, I'm not what you say I am. I'm this.
I hear you, devil, trying to talk to me, but you behind me and under my feet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I also believe that a lot of us have created personas for ourselves.
Oh,
absolutely.
And so the fear of being exposed.
Don't worry. They're gonna play with me. I am the host, and they think they ain't gonna read that. I'm gonna say, Miss Sia, look into the camera and get it right, because we're gonna feed the people today.
So I think a lot of us have created these images, these personas that we live in that prevent us from being accountable because the fear of they're really going to see who I truly am and what I've lived through, right? Or it could be guilt. Maybe you are actually guilty of something and you're afraid of what is the outcome going to be. So I can't be accountable because there's anxiety and the fear and the inner critic and the limiting beliefs that's preventing you from saying, hey, this is what I did. This is what I need to be accountable to. You know?
Did not tell y'all this gonna be a bad show. We're gonna try to get through this here. Ooh, okay. So I'm throwing something else at y'all. They think they gonna just keep talking to us. Now we gonna turn the tables on them today.
Yeah.
Talk about a time where you made a mistake and failed to see where you were wrong. So y'all never made a mistake? Y'all want to start with me? I want the experts to tell us.
I mean, that's a broad range of things. I made so many mistakes.
Okay, well, just say it.
I can't even.
Which one do you pick?
Talk about a time, Brother Carter, where you made a mistake and you were not willing to expose. Talk about it. You didn't want to do it. You didn't see the wrong that you did.
Where do I start?
Oh, you got to sit back. This is live, baby. We ain't got time to sit back.
What Abigail have to say?
Hey, am I a guest on the panel?
Get them, baby.
Okay.
They want to play.
Not lack a word. I'm calling on you because you had the words that I may want to say. Yeah.
I think sometimes, especially if you're like in a relationship with somebody, like a romantic relationship,
Don't hit on that.
a lot of people, and I try not to do this, but a lot of people are focused on being right rather than actually fixing the problem.
My God.
You know that saying they say it's us versus the problem, not me versus you.
I told y'all see why she the executive
And
producer?
so I have been guilty of the me versus you. I have this thing I always say, I'm like, I'm always right. Because I really do believe I'm always right. And then when I'm wrong, I eventually get there.
But it's not gonna be quick.
No, it takes me a minute. It takes me a pretty little
By yourself in that quiet moment where you get whooped upside your head and you have to come back and say, now you know you was wrong.
I have to get to a point where I just feel foolish. I'm like, oh wow, I look stupid, and then I come and I apologize. But I do wish I was quicker with that. So that's something that I struggle with, is being wrong.
Okay, I'm turning to the professionals over there. I got 3 professionals.
That's what I said. Well, there's so many different situations in my life where I've been wrong,
just straight wrong.
But I think about with me and my siblings and how we learned humor as a coping mechanism, but with one another, we can be kind of cruel with our humor, and like we're laughing at the expense of someone else. And I remember I said something. I don't even remember what I said, but I remember my sister, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was funny. I thought we was kikiing. And I saw my sister's eyes well up with tears, and she had said something mean before that. So I was like, you go low. Well, Michelle said I'm gonna go lower. And so she went low, I went lower. But my low,
oh boy, the pastor
that low hit a spot that she hadn't dealt with. And so that's
but even me too, like whoa. Like you're worshiping your own opinion to the point where you're cruel and you hurt yourself. And I remember saying, but you just said, and that pride.
Yeah, come on.
But my sister she was offended, but she was also hurt. And maybe it was something she hadn't dealt with. Yeah. And we left the conversation. I'm just like, no, you had said something, so I said something, and now you want to. Yeah. And when I got in the car, I remember the Holy Spirit said, when will you stop worshiping your own opinion? Ooh. And I looked up in the sky because I said, where you at? Said it because you're close. And he said, no, he said, you need to learn how to value relationships more than your ego. Ooh. Like my sister was about to pull out the driveway. I went to hunger no more.
He got you right then.
Because it pierced my heart, and I learned something that it's never okay to use comedy at someone else's expense. And I had to be accountable that what I said was cruel. And though it popped in my brain, it never needed to come out of my mouth. And so I went to my sister and I apologized, and she didn't accept it then. But she had called me later, and we talked about it. And we talked about how we do that in our family. Yeah. We're so jokey, but it's not always funny. And it's mean, and it's cruel.
We often do that.
Who is we?
We do.
Our culture.
I believe.
Because not you.
She'll never be the one. I'm just trying to understand who, baby. Our culture, our family.
I don't know if it's just a cultural thing or is it just a people thing.
Okay.
You know, all I can speak of is my culture, because that's what I know. And I know when she was speaking, I seen our family as well. We were just talking about that yesterday. By using humor as a coping mechanism.
You got it. You got it.
Yes. We really was.
Yeah. We were just talking about that. So we have to be careful about that, because other people feelings are actually involved in. Well, we thinking it's a laughing matter to that person that we're talking about.
You're tearing them down.
And that's God's child. And I thought about in that moment, I could feel the grieving of my heart. How did I make God feel by, saying that joke to my sister? Yeah. And I think we don't think about that. This person that you are ridiculing, that you're making fun of their wounds. That's God's baby.
Oh my God.
And he's protective of that person just as he's protective of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm turning
the
over.
sun and the rain shine and rain on this.
Okay, I got to.
You moving forward?
No, I got to get them too.
Okay.
Tell us your business.
Tell us your business.
In my business. Actually, it was something recent for me. With a very close friend, a best friend, actually, where I projected my growth onto her. She wasn't quite ready to get to the level that I was. So I kind of washed my hands. I was like, well, if you don't want to grow, then I'm just going to leave you where you are, because I have a tendency to throw people in the trash.
Oh,
I got to
get out of my business.
But accountability, you being honest. So what I realized is that first, that's toxic. I can't project my growth onto someone else. And I can't rush their journey either. Oh, wow. So just because I'm growing right now doesn't mean that you're never going to grow. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get there, but I can't rush you.
You're growing at your pace.
Her pace. Exactly. So I took accountability, and I actually apologized for that. Like, I apologize for not only making
being
me feel like
judgmental.
I didn't judge her.
She just didn't want to. She wasn't judging her. She just wasn't dealing with. She was done.
Just
like I ain't got time.
That could be a level of judgmentalness.
But I don't think it's. I don't.
But I wasn't judging.
But I really don't.
You're not at my level, so I'm just gonna wash my hands and be done.
I don't think it wasn't judgment. Look at these petty people over here. I got you. I got you.
I'm just saying.
That wasn't judging what she was doing. What I believe she was doing. Now, I don't know. I wasn't
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly what she was doing was she was really trying to say, you know what, where I'm at right now, I done poured all I can pour. I can't keep doing this to you. It's either time, come on, because or bye. Yeah. And what God did is he convicted her.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what she's saying is she got so convicted she had to fix herself and then fix that. That wasn't judgment. She was just like, bye.
Well, here on the Love and Victory show, we're totally open and honest about everything we say and do here. So,
but I learned from that.
You could get offended by something that Brother Carter said, and you may offend Brother Carter with something you said.
Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Okay, then. I love what you said. Now I'm gonna turn over to Miss Sia. Tell your business.
So I'm always very honest. So I think about times where I've been in intimate relationships and very unhealthy intimate relationships. And even though I was conditioned and wired to love unhealthy, when I got to a place of healing, I needed to take accountability that was the contributor to my own pain. You know, and that's a hard thing because it was a lot of shame and a lot of guilt around that. Although I can't say fully like everything that happened was my fault.
Yes.
I just look back and when I got to a place, it's like, yeah, you have to really sit in that and say, I could have did things differently. Right. But that's after learning what real love is,
come on,
what real self-worth is, and what real preservation is.
That's really good.
Wow. So, hey guys, y'all see we are being open, vulnerable. We're putting ourselves out there. Since y'all can see I got 3 powerhouses in here.
And even though they are licensed individuals and mental health awareness and coaching and all these different things, we still
are human.
I say we.
Yeah,
we're still human, and we still have our own layers of onion, should I say, that we have to pull peel off.
You did good.
Am I making sense?
You making sense. You making sense. So since what I want y'all to do is to go. We got another scripture that came through here. Pastor, you and Pastor are best friends. He gave y'all Matthew. He said
he in Matthew right
he's
now.
He's in Matthew.
That's the third Matthew there.
Okay, so I want you guys to go in your comments and then give the questions. Give us the questions that you would like these powerhouse women to respond to. Don't hold back. We want healing on this Saturday. We want deliverance on this Saturday. Anything that you need today, we're going to try to feed the Carter crew. So come on with it.
All right.
Did you tell us yours? I know you don't really make that many mistakes, but
I made one this morning. You know what? See, you hear about accountability. These people around here that be coming on this show, they have their own show. You know, they won't be get healed too. So yes, I love you.
I love you.
Okay, so I'm going to talk my biggest problem that I have had.
You have had.
That I had.
Oh, had.
Had.
Okay.
Had.
That's behind us.
Had. Is that I would not let go of the pain that others inflicted on me. I wore it as a badge of honor. And every time I stepped in their presence, I gave it power.
Dang,
and so I no longer do that because I recognized that I was allowing that pain to do this with me. So now I can freely walk in.
Beautiful as ever.
And I literally, I don't want you guys to, when you see who I am today, don't just keep thinking of the woman that I was back then.
Yeah.
She's not here anymore. The body, the outer shell, but the inner person, oh, God has done some work on me. So I would walk in still allowing.
So you saying you a finished product now?
Oh, I ain't finished. She's still working on me.
Oh.
But that piece right there where I wore that pain and all of that abuse, because it was abuse, as a badge of honor. And I continue to allow them to inflict that on me every time I was in their presence. That's what I'm saying. And since I have, what was that called? What were they doing to me? Because I was
when I'm gonna say this here to say that.
Oh, here you go.
9 times out of 10, when something affects you seriously, and when you're around the individual that afflicted this pain upon you, you know you haven't dealt with it when you react when you're around that person, should I say.
But you don't know how to. Here's the thing that you haven't, because
sometimes we believe we've been delivered and healed, and some from different areas because we had not had it before us. And when it come before you, how do you respond at this point? And that would let you know if you've given this thing to God and it's really been.
And that's why,
go ahead,
before she go, I'm going to say, I can tell, I'm going to answer that since that was a question on top of my question. You know, when you can sit in their presence and still love them and still enjoy them. Or you can choose to say, today, I'm not feeling it today. It don't mean that I don't love you, but I'm not going to sit in your presence because that's not what I want today. So for me, what I had to do was really look at me. Why was I needing to feel like that? What was going on with me that they were able to do this to me? And it went back before I even got to meeting them. It goes back to that childhood trauma. So,
I think oftentimes when people hurt us, we hold on to that pain because we think if we hold on to that pain, we are holding that person hostage, right? And in a way, it's almost like I'm going to hurt them by my reaction or being in their presence and not allowing myself to be free from what has happened. But I want to touch on something that he said, because I think as believers, and you may know this term, we practice spiritual bypassing.
Come on now.
We often will say, oh, God has healed me. Oh, God's going to take care of it. And as much as I love God, there's also a natural process of how things have to happen. And so we wear these scriptures. We sit in these faith communities and we create these illusions as if God has really done the work, but God is actually asking you to do the work in conjunction with him, right?
I want to say something to that, because there is work that we're required to do, which goes back to what you said. You said the inside. And it takes a lot of courage to what you said earlier to say, oh my goodness, self said, you got some work to do. And it's hard. But when you allow yourself to actually do the work, because a lot of times we sit in our mess.
Come on.
And it's easy to sit in our mess and become the victim because, no, you hurt me. I'm going to make you know that you hurt me. I'm going to make sure you know that I'm going to still be hurt.
Yes.
Like, when we carry this resentment and the grudges, what are we really doing to the other person?
Honey,
it's damaging to you.
Because it's damaging. We always want to say you don't see. Well, I did. You don't see what they done for me. You don't see. So it says you don't.
9 times out of 10, they don't even know they hurt.
They done stepped all over you, moved on. Come on, sister.
Living their best life.
Forgiveness
what's wrong
is
with
for
you?
us. Forgiveness isn't for them. The forgiveness is for us.
And I couldn't stand it when he would say it to me, or when my mother would say it to me. I'm like, y'all thinking about them, but baby, forgiveness truly is for me. When I got it,
peace.
You have no control over me, honey.
You can let it go then.
Okay, come on, Stephanie.
I was just gonna say, too, I think
don't
sometimes
rest in it. Come on now.
But I think sometimes we hold on to it too, because we feel like if we relinquish it, then I am agreeing with what happened to me.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between accepting something and agreeing with it. I can accept that this happened and it is what it is and it was what it was, but that still doesn't equate to I agree with what happened to me. And so I think just understanding the difference there. And I remember my mentor told me one time I was holding a grudge on somebody, and she said, she was like, well, she tried to throw a scripture at me.
What'd you say? I know them all.
And I said, ma'am, I want to hear another one today. But she said, well, you're supposed to forgive that person. And I said, well, you don't know what that person did to me, and it wasn't your experience. And how could you say that? And then she said, okay, Stephanie, well, you keep drinking poison and expecting them to die.
Come on.
Baby, I hung up the phone, honey. And she texted me, she said, when you're ready to talk. And I blocked. No, I didn't block my mentor. But I didn't text her back for a while. But I had to sit and think about what she said. I was drinking poison because it was tainting my heart.
Honey.
I am such a person who is generous and a person who's very genuine. Ooh. And it was really affecting my genuineness towards people. I was looking at everybody and started. I said, what do they want from me?
What else are they trying to steal from me?
What are they trying to steal from me? And then if I let them in, how are they now going to treat me? And then how am I going to have to recover from the things that they did? And I was thinking so far ahead. I was anxious. But the moment I let that go and I relinquished that person to God. Like I literally had to close my eyes and envision myself with Jesus and walking that person to Jesus, giving them to Jesus. And then as I gave them to Jesus, asking him, what would you like to give me in return? Oh. And I remember seeing the Holy Spirit give me a bowl of fruit. Because, baby, the fruit of the Spirit was not good. I was blood for blood.
You was blood for blood.
But when I let that go, it really
rinsed that poison you was drinking out.
He really did. And I felt so much better. And it was a process though, like you're saying, but I did start to feel better. And I remember one day I was on my way to work and I said, Lord, I just blessed that person. It came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
But that check engine light was off.
Baby, let me tell you something.
I dealt with it.
See, so that's when you know. The question was asked. That's when you know.
That's when you know.
That's when you know. It ain't for them to know.
No.
Because it's about you. That's when you know.
Yeah.
What's the page been turned?
Yeah, new chapter.
Baby.
The tide is turned.
Okay.
So, question.
Come on, give it.
Question to the panel. You guys are okay. We just established that you're licensed, you're trained, you encouragers, you edifiers of people. You're just always doing for others outside of yourself, for selfless types of individuals. And at some point in your life, you run into at times when you've been asking yourself, well, what about me, God? What about me? So I want to ask the question, what do you do when you get to that point, when you just so overwhelmed? I think Sia came in talking about being overwhelmed and stuff like that. Because we all got moments like that, you know. What do you do? What do you do when those moments? I'm gonna start with Sia since she's open up that word overwhelmed earlier today. And see, look, one thing about the Love and Victory show, not only do we speak healing and deliverance to our audience, but we also capture it for ourselves.
Come on now.
Show.
I think I got to a point where I stopped asking why me, because I understand that I am an instrument of God.
Oh,
okay.
And it is an honor to be used. Not that I don't feel pain, not that I don't go through things, but I've learned to quickly surrender because I'm not in control of my life. God is in control of my life.
Right.
And whatever I go through, whether it be bad, whether it be good, whether it be different, it's going to work out for the good. It goes back to, what do you believe? What is your purpose here on earth? What are you called to do? And it is a hard thing. You have to get some spiritual maturity.
Yes.
But I'm real with God.
Yeah.
Right? When someone has hurt me, I instantly go to a place where I soak with God and I tell God, and God knows I'm real. Like, this hurt me. I really don't like this.
You can be sitting in the midst of just training and talking to somebody about being delivered or uplifted or whatever, and at the same time you're going through your own journey of trying to encourage yourself.
You
know. So Coach, how do you react in that situation?
So I think it's so important to have the right people around you.
That circle.
When you're the strong friend or you're the person that everybody goes to all the time. There are people that you have to go to. And one of the first, obviously, is God, taking everything to him. But there has to be a time where you are so self-aware that you have a time of self-reflection and a time where you can reset. There has to be like an intentional time where, look, I can't talk today. Or like, even if you have to be as intentional as scheduling it on your calendar, like this is me time, me and God time. But I know for me, having the right people pour back into me, because I am constantly pouring, and having that personal time where I do spend time with just me and God. Having that morning devotional time for me is a reset and a recharge.
Okay,
so
good. That's good. Steph?
That's good.
What you say?
I like what Bree was saying too about having the right people around you. Because I've noticed over the years that people who need help often look like people who don't need help. So like, I'm just saying, check in on your friends. I know we have glorified that saying, check in on your strong friends.
No, wait. Let me back you up a little bit. Now, you just talking about what this is, your coach?
Oh, my mentor.
Your
Yes.
mentor.
Yes.
That was pouring into you and you blocked her.
I ain't really blocked her, but I did want to. I did want to.
See how you act.
If you listen, I love you. You changed my life.
Yeah.
But how do you continue though? Even when
you don't want to hear it at that point.
Well, I'm my friends, they tell me about myself, and we still gonna be friends.
Yes.
I have people in my accountability partners who are going to say to me, "Oh, but you know that you're out of line," and I can get offended. I don't try to change maybe I need to get offended, so I really will take a second to do some inventory. I have people in my life that my mama. I call my mama, she gonna tell me you're being raggedy.
Yeah.
Baby, did you see her look in the camera? Ain't nobody you didn't have to tell her. She took a full. She looked right at her camera.
That's right.
But I am committed to becoming the person that Jesus died for me to be.
Amen.
And as you draw near to that person,
come on.
Oh man, imagine if we all start drawing near to the Creator.
Come on.
Of all creation.
Come on.
We would not have all the bad things that are taking place in
we'll be able to handle, because the things are still going to happen.
They are.
But things are.
If we all
but things are still going to happen, because that's what's going to draw us near.
Yeah.
So the thing I believe.
Yeah.
I believe things.
Allegedly.
That ain't a legend. Things are gonna happen. That's facts. Bring got me. Okay, so I got. Okay,
Can I say one more thing?
Come on.
Because something that just came to my mind is like, on the accountability journey, you have to. If you're doing it with Jesus, you have to be okay with losing your life.
Come on.
That scripture that talk about he that loses his life shall find it, and he that finds his life. He that loses his life shall find it. And he that
find his life.
He that finds his life shall lose it, and he that loses it for my sake shall find it.
Yeah.
We are too caught up in the world that we are not. This is not our forever place.
This ain't our forever place.
Yeah, we're citizens of heaven, but we get too caught up. If you die to self,
conformed into this world.
Oh yeah,
be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Okay, y'all. Okay, I got a lot of things. I got people have said all kind of things. We got comments to go. Can you hold on?
Just to put a
Brother Carter
note here, but I mean,
Brother Carter,
it is
we're not going.
It's very important. It's very important to have scriptures that you can rely on in your life.
Yes,
and I don't want to just say I'm a person that I'm gonna talk to you and I'm just gonna give you scriptures and you figure it out. But I'll just say I have scriptures planted in my heart and mind just for my sake. When I'm going through some hard times, when I'm pressed,
on every side.
Okay, y'all. I am not the fool with these two right here. No, I'm not, y'all. I love them. They cut us. Look, I'm gonna get this thing down.
Yeah.
It's time for some shout outs. Hey, while we're doing our shout outs, we want y'all, if you have any comments, I will put it in here, questions, anything.
Because we're going to come back
with the Q&A section.
Yes.
Come on in there.
So we have a few shout outs for you guys. Now, the first one that I want to announce is that Miss Carter has officially...
Drum roll, girl, get that drum roll. Come on. No, girl, I want to hear it on the mic.
Okay.
Hit that buzzer. We can't do it.
I don't have that sound.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean like...
whatever, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Carter has officially made it to the quarterfinals for Fab Over 40. And she's gonna win.
Already won.
Say it.
So the voting for that starts on Monday, and votes actually so for all these rounds that we've been doing before, the votes have kind of like accumulated from each round. This time the votes are going to be all erased, and we start from square one. So you guys can vote every single day. The voting starts on Monday. And I'm gonna
tell them about the group, because they don't understand how because it's groups, because they got people all over the country, all over everywhere.
So what we were doing before was you start off with these big groups. I don't know how many are in the group. Let's say 100, and then each round kind of breaks them down. Okay, first the top 50, then the top 20, however it is, right? So this last round, Miss Carter had to be in first place to get to the group finals. We were going back and forth from first and second place. There's this other lady that was trying to get you.
She was amazing.
She was
the
great.
whole way through. I'm like, can she lay down? You know how you're in a boxing match? I got to give her a real shout out. We was literally in a boxing match. I would get so... I think I'm up. She got up all the way through the whole time. She was always my competition to the very end. To the very end.
But you came out on top.
It came.
She did. So she was number one in her group. So now she's in the group finals. And then it goes into more finalists after that. I don't know all the stages off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of finalists. And then this whole thing ends on December 22nd. So we still have a month of voting. I'm going to post that link on our Instagram every day, y'all. It's in our bio. It's in our Facebook bio. I put in all the YouTube descriptions. It is everywhere. If you need it, text me. I'll give it to you. If you still can't find it,
do what you do.
Because we want Miss Carter to win. And we're going to play a quick video that tells you just a little bit about that competition so you guys can have a little more context.
Okay.
If you know anything about Valerie, then you know she doesn't like to sit still for very long. So when an opportunity presented itself, she went for it. Valerie is now entered in New Beauty Magazine's Fab Over 40 competition. The winner will receive a glamorous 2-page spread in New Beauty Magazine, $40,000, and a dream spa vacation. Voting begins on October 9th, so help us win. No one is more fun, fierce, or fabulous than Valerie, so be sure to vote for her.
Hey, yes, y'all. Come on, do it.
And so if we win, Miss Carter already said that she was going to donate $10,000 to our L&V Enterprise Resources Incorporated, which is our nonprofit.
Yes.
Which leads me into our next shout out. We have a couple of things going on. The first thing is we're running a Christmas toy drive.
Yes.
And so we are accepting toys Monday through Thursday here in the office, 8:30 to 5. You can come bring them at the address 616 FM 1960 West, Suite 101. That's going to be in Houston, Texas. If you are not in Houston and you can't donate an actual toy, we have a QR code up there where you can donate monetarily, and then we will go and buy presents and toys for the kids. You can also visit lverinc.com and you can make donations there. But yeah, we're going to bring all these toys to Depelchin. And so this time we added a photo from our last donation. We had bikes, we had all sorts of stuff. So even if you guys, like I said, if you can't bring a prize or a present, you guys can donate monetarily, and we will go and get the bikes and whatever, all the fun stuff, because we really want to make an impact on these kids and these families, because Depelchin helps people who are like maybe a little bit underprivileged or have been
in a crossroad. It missed things going on in their life.
Things going on where they might not be able to have the holidays that most of us or some of us are blessed with. So we want to be a big blessing to everybody for the toy drive.
Yes, we're excited.
Yeah, many of us are extremely blessed, so let us be a blessing to someone that's less fortunate.
Come on now, say that.
I brought in some toys today from my mom. I'm going to bring in some more toys myself. So everybody, if anybody can make a donation, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. We are also hosting
when do they need to have this contribution made?
Yes, so we're delivering presents on the 13th. Okay. If you want to drop them off in the morning on the 13th, we'll go ahead and take them, but preferably by the 12th. December 12th. I was about to say October. December 12th. Yes. Is when we will be accepting toys. They can be wrapped, unwrapped, as long as they are brand new toys. Because like I said, we really do want to make an impact on these kids with some brand new fun toys. Boys, girls, all ages, doesn't really matter.
Okay.
And also to fund this toy drive, we are hosting a bowling and brunch event.
That right there is going to be lit.
It's going to be so fun. I'm so super excited. We're going to have teams going. We're going to battle and see who can win. Everything is included in your ticket. So there's a QR code there, but you can also find the link to purchase tickets again in our Instagram bio, YouTube, YouTube descriptions. It's everywhere if you can't find it. But yeah, it's going to be at Del Mar Lanes. Your ticket includes shoes, food, and all the fun. Have an afternoon of fun with us. I think we only have, the last time I checked, I think we had 8 tickets left.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So-
Y'all better go
let
get
me
it.
ask a question. Can you make a generous contribution on that Q&R code?
That QR code will take you to purchase the
For
tickets.
tickets.
But if you want to
Only.
just make a donation, it's at lverinc.com.
Yes. I would suggest, we got how many left? 8?
The last time I checked, it was 8. Yeah.
I think what I'm going to call for is a team, because them Carters is coming out for y'all. So if y'all want to battle against, y'all want to bring a team, get together, bring some people in, get your shirt, get your colors, whatever. Go.
And we have a code. If you use the code Toy Drive,
Get a discount.
you get $5 off of your ticket. So we have a coupon code there. We're actually going to play a quick video for you guys. It tells you a little bit more about what to expect at the Bowling and Brunch event.
Come on, let's.
Come join us for an afternoon of competition and fun. On December 3rd, L&V Enterprises Resources Incorporated will be hosting a bowling and brunch event. Included in your ticket is the lane for bowling, bowling shoes, food, and drinks. This is a family-friendly event, so please bring your kids. All proceeds from this event will help fund the L&V Christmas Toy Drive. For more information on this event and to donate to the cause, please visit lverinc.com.
You know, I'm a proud mama.
I'm a bear.
Oh my God. My team, let me tell you, the team that God has blessed me and Brother Carter with is amazing. I absolutely love you guys. You guys are so professional. Y'all love us.
Yes.
And everything that y'all do it in excellence. And so I truly appreciate you guys. And I wanted to say, before we go to our people, when you have a team that love you, you can't do anything but grow. So again, your circle, it goes right back to what we're talking about. The people around you are so important. Take care of your team. Y'all take care of me. Good.
That's right.
All right.
So that is it for shout outs. Now we can go into our Q&A segment.
Give it to us.
We have a few minutes left of this show. This is on fire, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
We're going crazy today. So I have a few questions. Peter Jasper asked, Brother Carter,
Uh-oh.
do you have any
so messy.
mischievous childhood memory? And I think he's asking that because when we first asked you about that first accountability question, you sat back and you didn't want to be forthcoming.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I'm going to remain. I'm going to plead the fifth on
Plead the fifth.
We honest on
Because
this.
I don't want-
said that y'all are honest
We're
and
not
vulnerable on
pleading no
11.
fifth. We
Because
telling
I
the truth.
don't know what mischievous means.
Like sneaky. Yeah, tell him.
Get it.
Yes, I was once a boy. So yes, I have done mischievous childhood. I have those. I don't know if I have them as memories. They're kind of blocked out now. They've been blotted out, should I say?
Someone said you have no filter.
Okay. What did you have a filter as a kid?
Oh,
No,
no.
I got it. I got that from my grandmother.
Oh,
She didn't. She was.
oh, no.
Yeah, she didn't have a filter.
That's what I'm here for, to filter for.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God had to give him a filter later in life by an employee.
Yeah. So I'm learning this filter thing, you know what I'm saying, allegedly nowadays.
No, what did you we had to tell ours. So what was your mischief that you did? Give one.
One?
A good
One,
Okay.
a good one.
Okay. When your mom and daddy was in
Oh,
the
Jesus.
room
Shut up.
sleeping, I mischievously snuck in.
That's what I did. Y'all. What was that accent question?
Oh, I already lost it.
You know what? I can't stand it.
All right, that's one. All right.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I can
This-
go under this table.
You
At
asked
least
for
you're
it.
at least you're holding yourself accountable for it. You knew you were being sneaky.
I
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
Lord.
This next one is from Abraham James on
Mhm.
YouTube. He says, "What do you think of a person who is never being accountable for their actions?"
Oh, I want one of these ladies over here to answer that question.
I'm looking at y'all.
Okay.
I'm looking at
I'm gonna read the question again.
Oh,
what
brother.
do you think of
What
a
do you-
person?
What do you think of a person who is never being accountable for their actions?
Wow. I can go in a lot of different directions on that one.
But let's let the professionals.
We got 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
You look
We got the
played.
professionals over here.
Y'all look perplexed over there,
They trying to be nice. Don't be
but
nice.
not in distress.
Come on.
So I think a person who lacks accountability, they were actually never taught
Oh.
how to be accountable.
Oh.
They were never placed in a situation where, because accountability goes both ways. We think it's always about you telling someone I did something wrong,
Mhm.
but accountability is also about being accountable to yourself
Self.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and being committed to self.
Mm.
So this person probably hasn't made it far in their goals because they don't even hold themselves accountable.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if
They at the O. And
The O and accountable.
no, the O in the acronym.
What was it? What was it?
Onerous?
Oh, they didn't own their shit.
They don't know
They
when
own
they
that
own
shit.
it.
with
They
that
own
word.
that shit.
Am, how do you say it?
Own your shit. I'm
Onerous?
sorry.
Whatever it was.
What was the
I've been by
acronym?
Brother Carter too long.
The acronym? Hold on.
You assimilate.
It was-
Onerous.
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 Yeah,
I
you
said-
got it. But
Okay.
Yeah.
if you can
Honest,
say
yeah.
Theophilus, you can say
Yeah.
onerous.
That's right. That's right. It
Yeah,
takes-
so
it takes me a while.
that person is onerous.
but that doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It just means that just like boundaries, we have to be taught how
Yeah.
to do that.
Yes.
Or too often we have to kind of unlearn
Oh,
some of those
behavior.
behaviors and
Mhm.
habits that we had
Yeah.
as we grew up. So this person probably was never placed in a situation where it said they have to say,
They have to
I am
own that.
wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or I made a promise to myself that I didn't keep.
I love that.
Such a compassionally, coachly.
Okay,
No, I love it. It just has so much empathy in it.
And what would you say?
I would say what Bree said.
Okay, final thoughts. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I need.
You robbed it because we started the conversation at 9:08.
We did, so we're gonna give them a few more minutes, y'all. We are not gonna let in. Baby, you see how they holding me accountable? I'm so sorry. We're not going yet. So what other questions? We get a few extra minutes because
We'll
we
do
did
one more question.
give us
One or two.
two. Or, yeah, give us two. But this team here, they hold y'all accountable and us. Mm.
Anna asked, "Why do beautiful and successful women tend to date misogynist, narcissistic, and controlling men?"
Because they haven't gotten themselves.
Trauma specialist.
Oh,
Tell them.
tell them.
I'm gonna keep it real simple.
Oh, come
It's
on.
probably gonna hurt some of y'all feelings.
That's okay. Say it. Lean into the mic so they
We
can.
end up dating who our parents are.
Oh,
What?
say that again.
We end up dating who our parents are. Our fathers and our mothers are our first teachers. Right. So ideally, when you see a woman in an abusive relationship or with a controlling man, chances are her father was that way.
Oh, and the same thing for the man.
Wow.
That was deep.
Oh,
Now
that was
tell them what
deep.
you.
That's a whole nother show right there.
We got that in January.
know, that's
It's coming in
good.
January, y'all.
My
But
God.
it's coming in. We're gonna have this show in January. We're gonna get some healing
Mhm.
next. Can you repeat that one more time?
Chances are.
Look
that
in the
you
camera,
date-
baby. Don't look away.
Chances are you are dating your father, or if you are a man, you're dating your mother. Now, I say it as a disclaimer, not that they are bad people.
Mhm.
They were just doing what they were taught as well,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So, short and simple.
Mhm.
Look back into your childhood.
Yes. I have
Oh.
another piece to what you're saying.
Oh wow.
Because when you think about narcissists, they lack a lot of things.
They
lack
do.
confidence. So they attach themselves to people
Mm.
who are confident, outgoing, go-getters, and they're emotional vampires. So they're looking to drain
Rain.
them
Oh my God.
from those successful people. So a lot of the time, it's not so much, it could be your parents, but a lot of the time they see something that you have and they want that.
Oh my God.
They
Mm.
want to steal that light from you. So
Power and control.
exactly. So when we're successful,
Oh.
they come in with the love bombing and hey, I'm
Mhm.
going to marry you
Mhm.
yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's like,
impregnate
because you were taught
Yeah.
a certain way by your parents, and you see what love is,
Mhm.
you gravitate towards it,
You do.
and you don't even see it unless you
It's
see
a
those red
subconscious
flags.
thing.
Yeah.
I've been wired and
It is.
conditioned that way.
Wow.
But
It's the way
that's-
that we're wired in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But that's why it's imperative that we heal.
Yeah, before we get into another relationship.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's
So
why
I
it's
hope
imperative.
Kiki Palmer's listening to this.
No, and we're
No,
praying.
not to be funny.
No,
I
for
hope she
real.
listened because
And we're
that
praying
was
for
that
her.
was
It's really
Yeah.
true.
And our need for validation.
and Kiki
and
Palmer
love.
like
Mm-hmm.
individual.
people. Yeah.
So we see her face when we say her name,
Right,
but
right.
there are others. There are
Just
there
like
are Vals, there are Karens, there are
yeah.
Stephanie's and
No, I didn't
Breeze.
know
And, well, no,
I'm
some others.
joking.
I know.
I'm being
There's no bad. I know she is. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is there are many other faces
Mhm.
Absolutely.
and names that are accepting that because
People that are close to you.
yes.
You know, don't sometimes we're like, oh, that's happening to a celebrity.
Mhm.
No.
But 9 times
Come
out of
right
10,
here.
that's happening to someone that's in your sphere of influence
Right.
as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
You know?
Celebrities
Yes.
are still people. Do we forget
Yeah.
that?
Oh.
Like you're still
We
a
do.
person
Oh,
who
my
goes
God.
through normal life
Exactly.
things. It's just amplified because it's in the media.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
We'll do one more question.
Mhm.
This is from Bertha Guerrero
Hey,
on
Bertha.
Facebook.
Hey Bertha.
She said, "Did you guys ever feel that person's importance in your life who always supports you and being there with you?
Say that again. I didn't understand.
Did you feel that person's importance in your life who always supports you and being there with you?" I'm thinking she's asking like, do you feel the
The
importance
person
of
that's
like
important in your life.
that's like always there for you? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Say that again.
Hmm?
I didn't.
Do you think the
I don't-
person
yeah, the
that's
question's
important in your life that supports you and always there for you? Do you
Is she
think-
trying to
Like,
say-
are they holding us accountable?
No.
Oh,
What she? Okay. So what she? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay.
She-
changing the whole
Brother Carter understand exactly. So Brother Carter, what is she saying?
let me
'Cause
gotta
we
answer
need
the
Brother Carter to help. He understood. See, Bertha, Brother Carter got this.
I'm trying to
Aaron
tell y'all
said-
what Bertha was
What was
saying.
Bertha saying?
Like Stephanie said.
Yeah, what was she saying? What was she saying?
Bertha said, is it important? Are the
Uh-huh.
people important
Yeah.
in your life
Mm-hmm.
who always support you and being there for you? Are they important?
Feel the importance.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Do you feel
Okay.
the importance?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Queen.
Yeah.
the answer is yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
You
There-
didn't feel the importance of having an Abigail and an Aaron in your life to
Oh my God!
you
To take it
feel
to,
the importance of that?
Bertha, that was the perfect question.
That was great.
That was a great question. Exactly. Yes.
You feel
Thank
the
you.
importance
I
of
do.
having a Stephanie and a coach
I
and
do.
a Sia
Yes.
on the
Like,
show?
especially today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you feel the importance of having a Mr. Carter?
Every day of my life.
Well, you better tell the people that.
Every day. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go, but I need one more question because
You did that good though. You
okay,
paraphrased that.
okay. So I'm gonna
That's what I
say
do, man.
I'm gonna. Aaron said no. Final thoughts.
Oh.
They ain't playing with me. Okay, that's why they get the votes. Okay,
We need
well, okay. Final thoughts.
Abby, I haven't seen you in so long. One more question.
Okay, but you know we have to do something right after the
That's
show.
manipulative.
Y'all know we got.
Oh, can we be a part of it?
Yeah, y'all are.
Okay.
Okay, so we got to do the next one. Okay, so now it's time for our final thoughts. And I want to start with
We're on overtime, so give it your short version.
oh, baby brother Carter
Please.
comes and keeps order in the house. Okay, then that's why I love you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Sia. Final thoughts. Look into the camera, tell the people who you are and your experience on the Love and Victory show and how they can find you.
All right. So my name's Sia Moiwa, and I am a certified trauma recovery coach and Christian counselor. I am always thrilled and happy when I come to this show. Just the conversations that we have are so evolving and helpful. And my final thoughts are: the truth shall set you free.
Oh,
All righty then.
all righty then. Oh,
And you say you're certified what?
Trauma recovery coach.
Trauma
recovery.
recovery.
She ain't gonna
coach.
leave you in the trauma. You're gonna recover.
Yeah.
I shall
You better look at that because there's a lot of us going through some trauma in our lives. And we need
Yes.
to recover from some of this
Come
trauma.
on now.
Yeah.
Coach Bree.
All right.
Coach, tell the people.
I don't want to go home yet. Okay. I
Okay.
wanna leave. Okay. Well, I am Coach Bree. Do I need somewhere to find me?
Okay, look in this camera right here.
Okay. You can find me on Instagram.
Before you do that, baby,
which part?
She moving too fast.
Which part?
What is your experience?
Oh, my experience.
See, I was part of the Carter crew.
This has been amazing.
Oh.
It's been an amazing experience. It's been filled with so much love, honesty, and so bring me back because I want to come back.
You're coming back. Yes, I love it when they
family environment. So I really enjoyed this experience.
Thank you so much.
So fast.
Now, how can they find you?
Okay, now y'all can find me at Instagram at I am Coach Bree. Really, that's where I reside. I don't really go anywhere else. So you can connect with me there. And final thoughts. Oh man, I'm at a loss. I feel like when it comes to accountability, it's not a bad thing. It's one of those things where you should be accountable not only for your actions, but for yourself. Keeping those promises to yourself is so important. So I encourage y'all to keep your promises to yourself, have commitment, because if you can't really be accountable if you don't really practice commitment in your life. So I leave y'all with that. So I hope that you go and set forth and kill those goals.
Oh, come on now.
I love that.
And last but not least, or second to the last.
Yeah. So my final thought is befriend accountability because it could save your life. And then
you just got out of order. You know your own children. Let me tell you something. Now she just saw me check Bree. And so
we jumped ahead. I'm so sorry.
I know. Oh, you are my.
I forgot.
Clearly, I love being on the Love and Victory show with Val because they can't get rid of it. I'm every third Saturday. Y'all can't get rid because it's so good. I always think, I'm like, Lord, please don't let me miss it because I'm coming to get something.
Oh, baby, don't
yes, I have something to say, but I get so much more than I even put out.
Oh, my God.
My drive home, I'm contemplating everything. I'm like, oh, when she said that. Ooh, when she search my heart, oh Lord.
Oh, come on now. All right, then. I go on ahead and tell them how to find you.
Yeah. So you can find me at you can find me on all platforms at officialstephaniealexis.com. No, official Stephanie Alexis. And then if you're looking for therapeutic services, you can find me at arabellacounts.com.
There you go. And you won't waste your money. Brother Carter, the baddest co-host.
Say it then.
What you gonna leave the people?
Final thoughts of today's show is talk about the reflection, the person in the mirror. Don't be afraid to look at that person in your life. Acknowledge the things that were said to you and done to you. Yes, acknowledge it, but don't wear it. You are not what you've been through. Okay, you have to tell yourself and encourage yourself along this journey. It's a long journey. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and so you're not going to erase or peel that onion back in one day. So take your time. Every day, do a layer at a time, and eventually you'll get there. So God bless you. We love you. And thank the ladies for being on the show today. Thank y'all so much.
Oh, let me tell y'all, I don't have nothing to say, but damn good show. I love you guys. Until next time, we love you.
You don't have a final thought?
That is my thought. That's my thought. Damn good show.